Hello guys, welcome back to SaaS Ltd deals. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe to our channel to get the best lifetime deals on SaaS software. I'm back with another review and today I'm going to review MrZeroCode. So MrZeroCode is a tool that lets you create website, but the best part is you do not have to code this website. You do not have to manually design it. So all you have to do is just describe what kind of website you want, and that is exactly what you are going to get from MrZeroCode. And once you get your website, you have multiple options in order to edit that. You can add images, you can add various blocks. They could be static blocks or also data driven blocks. You can also add various content on that website. And other than the AI, there are also some templates, pre-given templates that you can use in order to get your websites. And MrZeroCode is currently available on AppSumo as a lifetime deal. The regular price is over $100, but at AppSumo you're getting this tool at only $49. Now let's have a look at all the plans and features. So here are all the features. There is going to be no MrZeroCode branding on your website. You can get unlimited access to the smart blocks. You have free SSL certificate. You can manage your leads. There is payment integration, marketing integration, free hosting, as well as unlimited client collaboration. And these are some of the tiers that you can buy from AppSumo. So the tier 1 is going to cost $49. Here your site can have unlimited visitors. You can create 10 applications or projects. You can add 2 custom domains. You can create 10 different data sources. You can add 10,000 records. You can also create 250 pages per application or website. And as for the forms, you can only create 50 forms. There are also 250 AI credits per month, and you can have only one user on this tier 1. There is also tier 2, tier 3 and tier 4, but the best tier has to be this tier 5. So on this tier, almost everything, every feature that you have on MrZeroCode are almost unlimited. So unlimited visitor, applications, custom domain, data source, records, pages, forms, and in terms of AI credits, you have 25,000 AI credits, and you also have unlimited users on this tier 5. So if you want to buy MrZeroCode on a lifetime deal from AppSumo, make sure you check the link in the description below. Also, if you are new to AppSumo, you can get 10% off your first purchase. Watch the full video till the end to know how. Now before I show you how this tool is going to work, let me first take a look at the roadmap. And these are some of the features that are going to be added. So you can see there are 5 features that are currently in progress, which means they are going to arrive very soon, exactly in Q3 2024. And then you can also see some planned features. So here are all the planned features, and there is also another page. So here you can see even some more planned features that are going to be added to MrZeroCode. Now let me show you how you are going to create a website on MrZeroCode. After you log into MrZeroCode, you're going to get a dashboard just like this one, and this is a super user-friendly dashboard. So in order to create your website, you have multiple options. First of all, we can obviously create our website using AI. So generate app or website using AI. All you have to do is just provide a simple prompt about the type of website that you want. But instead of that, you can also start one from scratch. So here you have to add everything that you need manually. You have to add all the content, all the blocks, all the sections by yourself. But there are also some templates. So here are 3 different templates that you can use. For example, if you are creating a website that is related to events or more particularly sports events, you can choose this template. There is also template for education as well as SaaS template. But I'm not going to use any template. What I want to show you is how to create a website using the AI. So for that, I have to click on this generate app. And now on this box, I have to provide exactly the type of website I want. I have to describe that on this box. So here is a very brief description that I provided. I want a website where I will sell anime t-shirts for teenagers. The brand name is going to be Anime Tees. So let me see what I get from this very simple prompt. And I can also select the theme, which means the color for my website. So as you can see, there are some combinations of color. For example, I will choose this one. And then all I have to do is just click on generate. Okay, so we have got our website and this looks pretty good, I have to say that. As you can see on top, I can see the name of my brand as a logo, and on the right side I can see all the navigation bar with their menus, different menus or options. And then we have a heading, welcome to our anime collection, and also a very relevant image. So here is the full website if you're curious about that. So we can also see some reviews, anime t-shirt collection, impressive statistics, and also some FAQs. So here's the website that we have got. We also have a footer and also this get in touch, this particular section. So on this website, almost everything that you need are already added, but you can obviously add more sections, more different pages if you want. And everything you see on this website, every element, every section that you see, you can edit that, you can change that. For example, I want to change this particular text. So all I have to do is just select this section. So as you can see on the right side, now I will have all the editing options for this particular section. So just like that, if I click on this section, so all the editing options for this particular section is going to be opened on the right side. So once again, I'm just going to open this first section. And now, for example, I want to change this text, welcome to our anime collection. I want to bring my brand name. So instead of welcome to our anime collection, I want to give, so instead of anime collection, I have added or edited this text to anime tees. So just like this, you can edit any text, and the same goes for this image. So since this section is selected, I can also see this image if I scroll down. So as you can see, here is the image setting. So I can also add video, or I can also add image. And for example, if I want to change this image, all I have to do is just click on choose. So now I can choose one image from Unsplash, or I can also upload one image from my computer. For example, I want to add one from Unsplash. So for example, I want to add this one. So I'm just going to select this image, and as you can see how fast it is, the image has been added. So just like this, you can add image, you can add videos to different sections from your computer or from Unsplash. And then you can also add a CTA button, a call to action button on this particular section. All I have to do is just click on add button. And as you can see, one button has been added. So now I can also change the button text. For example, I want to add buy now, and as you can see, the buy now text has been added. I can also choose the action for the button. So once someone clicks on this button, what is going to happen? For example, it is going to open a URL. So I have to provide the URL on this particular box. And I can also choose if someone clicks on that URL, if it is going to open in new page or on the same page. And then I can also edit all these cards. So this emoji, this particular card, and then there is another card, that is this star card. So I can also edit this card as well as the text on these cards. Now let me go back to the top. So this is the content section, which means on here I can adjust all the content. So it could be text content or the image content. But now if I want to change some settings about the block, which means this particular section or the block. So this full section, this one whole section is called a block. So if I want to change the settings for that, I have to come to this block. So here I can adjust the image position. So if I do not like this on the right side, I can choose it on the left side, take it to the left side. I can also select the background color, the width for this block, border radius, padding. So all these settings are also here. So just like this one, I can edit any section I want. For example, if I want to edit this particular section, all I have to do is just click on this, and then all the editing option for the content will open on this right side. So now I can change this text, the anime t-shirt collection. For example, I want to add something else. So this is how I can also add that. I can also change all these different logos. So here is number one logo, then there is another logo. So I can also import another image if I want on here. And just like before, I can also change the block settings, this particular section's block settings on here. And if you select a particular section or a block, there are also some settings on here. So you can also move this block up, which means on top of this particular section. So if I click on this section has been moved to the top of this section. So this is how you can move to top, or you can also move it down. You can also insert various other blocks on here if you want. I'm going to get to that in a bit. I can also duplicate this particular block or section. I can also delete this. And now let me go to the footer section. So here is the footer section or the block. So if I click on this, all the different settings for this footer is going to open on the right side. So first of all, we have this content where we can change different content. So this particular social, this particular text, and the link. So Facebook link, we can provide the Facebook URL on here. And for Twitter, we can open this Twitter box, and then we can also provide the Twitter link. So if someone clicks on that, they're going to be redirected to our Twitter profile. We can also add more links if I want. We can adjust the copyright text and also add more social media. And just like before, we also have various block settings for this footer. We can also change that. We can also change the visibility settings for this footer. So we can adjust the user visibility for the footer. We can also hide on pages, which means if we do not want the footer to appear on certain pages, we can also do that from here. So as you can see, we have got multiple different sections or blocks on here. So here is one block that is about statistics. Then we also have another block for review. Then we also have another block. So we have got a lot of different blocks on here, right? But what if we want to add some more blocks? And we can get the full collection of the blocks on this left side. So as you can see, there is this navigation block, hero block, feature block. So if you want to see some more blocks about this feature, just click on here, see more. Now here are all the blocks that are related to the feature blocks. So just see how massive the collection of blocks are. And we also have a category on here. So we can see all the header. So on header block, there is only one category, that is this navigation. So if I open this, now I can see all the different types of navigation menus or navigation blocks. And then we have blocks for hero. So on hero, let me click on see more. So here are all the different blocks that you are going to get on hero. And then we also have this feature that I already showed you. So here are all the different blocks that are added for features. And then we also have block for images. So here are all the different blocks for images. And then we also have blocks for logo. So here are all the logo blocks. Then you have pricing blocks. So here are all the different pricing blocks. And you also have these FAQ blocks. So here are all the FAQ blocks. So just like this, there are so many blocks. I cannot show you all of them because that way the video is going to be super long, but I hope you have got the idea. So here are all the categories for different types of blocks. And these are all the static blocks, but you can also get data driven blocks, which means they are going to be dependent on your data, on real-time data. So if I go to here on this section, so here you can see all the data driven blocks. One is form and also the Stripe checkout form. So on the form, we have all these data driven blocks, different types of forms that you can add to your website, and also this Stripe checkout form. So just like that, you can browse all of the different blocks on this left side. You can browse all the static blocks, and you can also access all the data driven blocks on here. So here are all the different categories for the data driven blocks. And if you open a certain category, you can see all of the blocks on that particular category. And then you also have categories for all the static blocks. And for example, if you want to add a block, for example, I want to add this particular block. I want to open this one. So now there are multiple blocks on here. So I want to add this block grid. I want to add this one. So all I have to do is just click on this plus icon. And now it is going to be added at the end of your page. So here is the block. So as you can see, there are some block titles with their links on here. So this particular block is going to be used for blogs. And if I click on this, so on the right side, all the different editing options for this particular block is going to open just like before. So now I can edit the content. So how to trade, this is one block. So I can edit the block on here. I can also edit the description on here. And now if someone clicks on this read button, so where I want the person to be redirected, I can also choose the button action on here. So they could go back or open a new page, open a URL, or also scroll to block. And other than the content settings, I also have block settings for this block. So here are all the block settings. So this is basically how you can add different types of blocks. It could be static or data driven. Now let me talk about the pages. So let me go back to the top. And as you can see, we have this about us page, shop page, and contact us page. So for example, if I want to edit those page, what I have to do. So currently I am on the home page that is called this welcome to Animatees. This is the home page. And then the about page, we have to go on here. So here is the about page. As you can see, even on this page, on this about us page, the content has been already added by the AI when I created the website. So here are all the different types of content on this about us page. And obviously you can also edit this content. Just click on a particular section or a block. And then on the right side, you're going to get all the different editing options. So this is the about us page. And then you can also see the contact us page on here. So here's the contact us page. And then you can also browse the shop anime t-shirt, this page. So here's another page. And you can also change different settings about this page. So obviously you can edit this page, such as the name, the user visibility, the path of this page, the title, the description, all these settings. And you can change the page elements or the content or the blocks just by clicking on a certain block. And for example, if you want to add more pages, you can also do that. Just click on this plus icon. So now you have multiple options. You can either create a new blank page in order to add more elements by yourself to that page, or you can also generate a page using this particular AI. So for example, I want the AI to create a page for features. So let me click on this generate. Okay, the prompt must be more than 50 characters. Okay, so now I'm going to click on generate. Okay, so we also have got a different page, a separate page for features. So here's that page. So as you can see, some features are given and also given as highlights. So here is the feature page that I wanted. So now obviously I can open a certain section or a block, and then I can edit that block in order to add more features, in order to customize that particular block. And the best part is, even on certain blocks, I can also use the AI assistant. So if I want to use the assistant, the AI on this particular block, features overview on this block, just click on this, and now I can ask the AI to generate some content for this particular block. All I have to do is just provide my description on this box and then send this description. So these are basically all the features of pages. You can create different pages, you can also edit the content, you can also add various settings for this page, or duplicate or also delete. So currently I am on this website editor or the builder, but I can also go to another section that is called this data source. So I can also manage all the data sources on here. So I'm just going to open it. So on the left side here are all the different types of tables that are already created, and I can also create new table, or I can use AI to do that. I can use AI to generate table or generate data for the table. I can also create a new table. So all I have to do is just provide a name. And I can also choose the type. It could be product, the table type, or I could just leave it empty. So I'm just going to click OK. And as you can see, this particular table has been added. So I can add various records on here. So I can add record on here. I'm just going to delete this one. And I can also choose the fields. So it could be text, number, multiple choice. So if I choose a particular field, I have to choose the type that I already selected, and I have to provide a name, and I can add the field. I can also upload CSV file or export CSV in order to import or export all the records on here. And we can also connect these tables with the forms that you create on your websites. So once again, I'm back to the website, and there are also some general settings for the website that you can change. For example, it could be custom domain or something else. So for that, you have to click on the settings and go to general. So on here, you can see all the settings. On general, you can upload your favicon for the website. You can also collaborate with multiple users. If you want to invite them, you just have to click on here and provide their email ID. And then you can also invite your team members or someone else. And you can also add custom domains. You can add various integrations such as Google Analytics, Facebook Pixel, Stripe, as well as email. And then you can also choose theme, various themes, various app themes. So here are all the theme options. You also have all the color options as well as font options. So overall, I think MrZeroCode is an excellent tool that lets you create website. You do not have to manually add anything. You do not have to know any code in order to come up with a website. All you have to do is just provide some simple prompt to the AI, and then you're going to get the website. Once you get that, you have multiple options in order to edit or adjust all the settings, all the different content on the website. You can also add new content, new blogs. For blogs, you have static blogs as well as data-driven blogs such as forms. So overall, I have to say this is a complete package in terms of AI website creation. And if you want to buy MrZeroCode on a lifetime deal from AppSumo, make sure you check the link in the description below. With this tool, you're going to get all these features, and these are some of the tiers that you can buy from AppSumo. There is also tier 4, and the highest tier is this tier 5.
So if you are new to AppSumo, you can get 10% off your first purchase. For that, go to the link in the description, and once you enter the link, you are going to get a pop-up like this, and on this box you have to provide your email, then click on unlock my 10%, and then you will get a link in your email. Go to that link, and this way you can get 10%. You have to use it from AppSumo credits gift, and this 10% discount is only for new customers. You can also join our SaaS discussion group on Facebook to get latest updates on SaaS software, exciting discounts, and attractive giveaways just like this.